Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, this is Neo the Don. I wanted to give y'all this rhyme that I wrote a while back, but everyone seems to like this rhyme a lot. It's about where I grew up from, where I grew up at, where I'm from, Southside Fort Worth, and, the harsh environments that I had to grow up and things I had to see, and witness and go through, in order to be this man of God, standing before you. You know what I mean? The reason I wrote this dream is because, the reason I wrote this rhyme is because I had a dream, and in the dream, I was talking to people that I used to talk to, that I was friends with and stuff, from elementary, like Monica, who else was in there? I know I seen Monica, saw Christy Johnson, she used to be Christy Robinson. Seeing, some people like that though, that I went to elementary school with, was good friends with in elementary and things. And, I was just telling them, shoot, I didn't tell them like as in speaking to them though. I told them, what I'm like, I said, what I'm like. I started freestyling, like, and it was stuff that it was super tight. And it was like clear words. It was like words that I had never wrote before, words that I had never rapped before or anything like that, and words I had never heard before, and I remember it starting out, it was like, I'm from Southside Fort Worth, I grew up around dope fiends and alcoholics, and that's the only line I could remember. I freestyled for a minute, but that was the only line I could remember, and I was just telling them, shoot, I'm just like y'all, pretty ladies out here, things like that. I'm just like y'all, I might talk to you, you don't never know, because I'm just me, but I'm still, doing this thing for the Lord, even though I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? So this is the song, this is the rap. I'm from Southside Fort Worth, grew up around dope fiends and alcoholics. Murder worth is what they call it. So I stayed my ass in the house, listen to what came out of mama's mouth, because I didn't want to be another dead nigga statistic coming out the South. Only 3% of us go to college, but 60% goes to jail. Niggas stuck in trying to get out the hood life, but still stuck in hell. If you can survive these elements of the hood, you can survive anything. But it's time to set our minds free. We can accomplish anything. But are you willing to live low to get something high? It's a lot of drug dealers in prison as time goes by. And they lost everything they gained. Get it the honest way, and then no one can take it away. Cause that prison time don't play, and it don't wait for nobody. Look at your son's eyes. When you get out, it's been so long, he act like he don't know nobody. Instead of taking him to karate, he's seeing you through a booth. Left with no wisdom from his father, he learns to shoot. Now he's a real killer. Let's see which gang will recruit. Dead at 15, and it's a shame because the whole hood knew he could hoop. If he had stayed out the streets, he could have been something. A college degree, a good job, or maybe even the pros. But he was too concerned with chasing fast money and hoes. Young brothers, we need to get our act together before our people all crash down. We are all someone special. Don't be the class clown. There are many distractions, and I for sure fell in some. But I'm determined to get up out the slums. But y'all just think I'm bumping my gums. But I'm a statistic of none, unless it's a statistic of all about success, because I worship the Holy One. And, I'm all about success, I'm not going to fall in those statistics. Never have, never will, My grandmother had a master's, a black woman. She had a master's degree, one in psychology. So, she was an English teacher, for 20-something years, Like, I know that you can be educated. I know there is no limits to what you can do. I've seen the other side of the boat, I've seen the hood life and I've seen the good life. So I've seen both. I know what it is, but this is real deal, This is stuff that I've witnessed, Family members going to prison, kids, you know, on their own. You know what I'm saying? Gotta live out in this cold, hard world without wisdom from a father. You know, I know how that feels. You know what I mean? I know how that feels. I know what that's like. That's why I'm trying to be the best father I can possibly be to my kids, you know, and let them know right from wrong. And, you know, as a man, you know, I can tell my little boy how things go as a man. You know what I'm saying? How people gonna be and how he can avoid things that I fell into or, you know, messed up at. He can jump right over those hurdles, fly over those hurdles if he just listen. You know, and that's what I'm telling y'all. Just all you have to do is listen. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a father, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I can be, you know, somebody that's like your father. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to me, because I'm listening to our Father. I'm listening to our Father, who's in heaven, who's everybody's Father. You know, except for those who don't follow Christ. You know, those who don't believe. You know, those are children of the devil. It says it in the Bible. 1 John, you know, let's read. It's a short book. Read 1 John, you know, 1st, 2nd, 3rd John. Pretty sure you'll see in there where it says that people are born of the devil. You know, people are born of God. You know, and you know, I'm one who was born of God. You know, and I'm getting other people that to realize, you know, they might not know yet that they were born of God. And I'm here to get them on the right track and to let them know, you know. Hey, people that's coming from the hood, little kids coming up in the hood, you can be anything you want to be. You can be that doctor. You can be that lawyer. You can go to college. You can do all of that. It's in your hands. But you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to work hard for it. It's not going to come easy to you, you know. You know, like Pac said, you know, shit, God put us here. You know, he didn't put us in the prestigious neighborhoods with everything catered to us and we don't have no worries financially or anything like that. He put us in the grimy situation, you know what I'm saying, and expect us to come out of it. So, you know, he have more faith in us than probably he do in them, you know what I'm saying? He have more faith in us that we can survive these things and be stronger soldiers in the midst of the battle, you know, and things sorely lacking in our neighborhoods. We missing fathers in our neighborhood. We got a lot of good ones. Promise you that. I know a lot of black men, including myself, that are taking care of their children. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men. So all that myth, that's bull crap. But what it is doing, what they trying to promote is, yeah, break up the family. Break it up. Yeah, you know, if you break up the family, then you'll be able to get this amount of money in. This amount of, you know, as the woman, you'll be able to just keep your kids from him, and then you'll be able to get all the money you want, and, you know, have your bills paid and all that. But they don't know when they taking their father out of the kid's life, that they're taking half of them, you know, half of the kid. You know what I'm saying? The kid's influence that they need. You know, now if the father is a no good father, he's, you know, and a bad influence, and that's very understandable. But if the guy is, you know, a hard-working man, you know, it didn't work out with y'all, but he still want to be, you know, cordial and, you know, respectable, and, you know, handle things in a business manner, even though y'all not together, you know, you should let him. You know, don't just take the benefits. You ruin your kid's life. The kid need his father, you know. Kid need his mother, you know. So, you know, God, I mean, like I say, but you know, the trap is, you know, go ahead and yeah, it's the norm to have baby daddies. It's the norm. It's the norm. You know what I'm saying? It's the norm. You know, we all been feeling that trap. Everybody been feeling it. It's just the common thing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, things need to work out better. But, you know, then we got to be able to provide better. You know what I'm saying? As men. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the government, that's where the more job opportunities and working hard, that's where those things come into play. You know, and doors being open, we can work hard as hell. I can work all day and night. You know what I'm saying? I can work all day and night, be the best player in the world at basketball. But if nobody opens that door, I'm still gonna be the same Neo the Don, Blake Foster, here in Fort Worth, never being noticed. You know, if nobody opens that door. But, you know, when they open that door, I'm gonna walk through it. I'm gonna fly through it. I'm gonna be the best thing y'all ever seen. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. and dreams do become reality, you know, but you got to work hard at it, you know what I'm saying? And it won't be by myself. God has sent all kinds of people to encourage me and help me during all this time, and to help me and to guide me and show me how to be this basketball player I need to be, and give me the courage to get in those places and get that constructive criticism that I need to get from the pros, you know, from the people who pull strings, agents, things like that, who pull the strings, you know. So, you know, this, like I say, man, this wrong, you know, it's you know, talking about, you know, the kid growing, like I say, the kid growing up without the father, very important. It's very important. All kinds of influences come your way. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, quite a bit of my life, you know what I'm saying, without my father. He was there, but he wasn't an influence. Like, he wasn't there, you know, daily calling and or weekly calling, you know what I'm saying, and just telling me, you know, like, hey, you need to be doing, you know, what's going on. Like, we couldn't get it. We couldn't get that connection the way we needed, the way I needed it. And I know I needed it, you know, how to fix them cars and, you know, how to talk to girls and, you know, we just didn't get in depth with that, you know what I'm saying? So I had to learn all this stuff from my peers and on my own, you know what I'm saying? And that's not, your peers don't know shit. They don't know nothing either. So you learning from somebody that pretty much doesn't know as much as you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you got somebody older, such as your pops, your father, you know, and I say that because my path, one of my career choices or my dreams is basketball. So my mom supported me in all kinds of ways, man. And she was a great example. Never used drugs, never drank, was alcoholic, none of that. You know what I'm saying? It was a hard working woman, 2 jobs, whatever she had to do. You know what I'm saying? Make it work. She made it work every time. Never failed. Never failed through a Christmas. Never failed on the Thanksgiving. Never failed. I'm very much in amazement. I'm astonished. You know, so we all need that, man. We need that, you know. So like I said, man, I'm working hard, you know, for those who don't have it. I know it's a lot of kids out there, you know, that don't have a pops, you know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to lend myself. I already got 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to lend myself to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Kids, you know what I'm saying? And adults, whoever, you know what I'm saying, who wants to be closer to the Father. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give y'all that connection. I'm like Moses. I'm a prophet. I'm like Moses. But Jesus is our mediator. But I'm just a person. But he's Christ. But I'm just a prophet. You know, so I'm just speaking for the Lord, and I'm bringing people to Him, to God, through Jesus, through His Son Jesus, who died for our sins, rose back to life on the 3rd day. You know, and because of that, He took all our sins. He bore all our sins. You know, and we'll be saved. We'll be raised back to life, you know, on the day of the Lord. And, you know, also the people who are still here on this earth, you know, when Jesus, when He returns, you know, they will be raptured. You know, 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, Matthew chapter 2, all the Gospels. That should tell you something. We're not joking. It's not a joke. These things will happen. The one world government, that's in Matthew chapter 24, Luke chapter 21, Luke chapter 17 a little bit, and Mark chapter 13. It's all over the Bible about the return of Jesus, you know, and coming to get all of His people and gather all of those who were faithful. You know, He's going to take the elect, the ones who believed in Jesus, believed and sacrificed their lives for Him. He's going to take them off of this earth and out of their graves. And those who don't believe in Jesus will be left here. You know, they'll be left here to deal. You think that this is bad? The 7-year tribulation, one world government, is going to be ran by the Antichrist, which is Revelation chapter 13. That guy, in that time period, man, you don't even want to go through it, man. It's going to be the worst time of history in the world. Most violent time, you know. And if you see, immorally, we are not moving forward in this country or in this world. We're only immorally moving backwards. There's more killing, there's more robberies, there's more lying, stealing, cheating, it's more sexual immorality, it's more, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah, all that stuff, man. So it's all going on, you know. It's not getting better. It's only getting worse. So, you know, pray to God that everything be better. Love y'all.